Good morning students. Welcome to chemistry online class. Today's session we will discuss the lesson periodic classification of elements. The topic is extractive metallurgy of aluminium. Aluminium, its symbol is Al. Aluminium is a metal. Aluminium is the metal is the most abundant, that is most available metal present in the earth crust. Aluminium is always present in the combined state. It is due to its more reactivity. Always aluminium is present in the combined state is due to its more reactivity. Next, the ores of aluminium. The first one is cryolite. The first one is cryolite. Na3 Al F6. Second one is corundum. Second one is corundum Al2O3. And then third one is bauxite Al2O3 dot 2H2O. Among these three ores, bauxite it acts as a chief ore. So aluminium is extracted from the bauxite ore. Okay. So the extractive process involves two steps. Extractive process involves two steps. First one is Bayer's process. First one is Bayer's process. And then second one is Hall's process. Second one is Hall's process. Okay. So first we will discuss the Bayer's process. Bayer's process. In this process, bauxite it is converted into alumina. Bauxite is converted into alumina. First of all, the bauxite ore is finely powdered. Finely powdered bauxite ore is heated with a strong caustic soda solution at 150 degrees Celsius. Under pressure, bauxite ore is converted into sodium meta-aluminate. Sodium meta-aluminate. Sodium meta-aluminate is diluted with water. Sodium meta-aluminate is converted into aluminium hydroxide. Aluminium hydroxide. The formed aluminium hydroxide is precipitate. So the precipitate is filtered and then washed, dried and then ignited, that is heated at 1000 degrees Celsius. Aluminium hydroxide is converted into alumina. Okay, so aluminium hydroxide AlOH thrice on heating at 1000 degrees Celsius. Aluminium hydroxide is converted into alumina Al2O3 along with water molecule H2O, balancing the equation here 2 and then here 3. So the bauxite process is conversion of the bauxite ore into alumina. Next, we will move to the Hall's process. Hall's process. Hall's process is used for the electrolytic. Is used for the electrolytic reduction of alumina. Hall's process is used for the electrolytic reduction of alumina. The electrolytic process takes place in an electrolytic cell. The electrolytic cell contains the anode is positively charged and the cathode is negatively charged. So the electrolytic cell contains the cathode and the anode. First of all, cathode. Cathode is ion tank. Cathode is ion tank is lined with graphite. Ion tank is lined with graphite. Okay. And then anode. bunch of graphite rods is suspended in cryolite. Bunch of graphite rods is suspended in cryolite. And then important thing is electrolyte. The electrolyte contains the pure alumina. Electrolyte contains the pure alumina along with fluorspar. Along with fluorspar. The fluorspar acts as a flux. Flux is a substance is used to reduce the fusion temperature of the ore. And then molten cryolite. Electrolyte contains pure alumina, molten cryolite and fluorspar. And then the temperature used in this process is 900 to 950 degrees Celsius. And then voltage used in this process is 5 to 6 volt. Okay, so electrolytic reaction takes place. It was indicated by the equation, that is impure alumina Al2O3. Okay, due to the process alumina Al2O3, it is converted into aluminium Al plus oxygen O2, balancing the equation here 2, here 4 and then here 3. This aluminium is deposited on the cathode. This aluminium is deposited on the cathode, but the oxygen gas is liberated at the anode. Already anode contains the graphite, that is carbon. So carbon and oxygen, it combined to form the carbon monoxide. Okay, so first of all, Bayer's process, bauxite ore is converted into alumina, and then Hall's process is used for the electrolytic reduction of, that is aluminium is obtained from the electrolytic reduction of molten alumina in the electrolytic cell. Next, we are moving to the physical properties. First of all, aluminium is a silvery white metal and it has low density, that is 2.7. Aluminium possesses the low density. Aluminium possesses the low density, that is 2.7, and aluminium is a light metal. Aluminium has the malleability and ductility. Malleability means it can be converted into sheets. Ductility means it can be converted into thin wires. And then aluminium is a good conductor of heat and electricity. And then aluminium, its melting point is 660 degrees Celsius. Aluminium has polished for the formation of the shiny appearance. And then next we are moving to the chemical properties. Now we are moving to the chemical properties. The first one, aluminium with dry air. Aluminium with dry air, no reaction. That is, aluminium is unaffected by the dry air. But aluminium with air, on heating 800 degrees Celsius, it forms oxides and nitrides. Aluminium is heated with air at 800 degrees Celsius. It forms oxides and nitrides. Okay. So aluminium, first of all, it reacts with oxygen. Oxygen is present in the air. Aluminium plus O2, 800 degrees Celsius. Aluminium is converted into aluminium oxide, Al2O3. So balancing the equation, here 2, here 3 and then here 4. Next, aluminium reacts with nitrogen on heating at 800 degrees Celsius. Aluminium is converted into aluminium nitride, balancing the equation here 2 and then here 2. Okay. Next, aluminium, it reacts with water. Aluminium, it reacts with water. First of all, aluminium does not react with the water. Why aluminium does not react with water? It is due to the formation of the oxide layer on the surface of the aluminium metal. Okay, I am repeating. Aluminium does not react with water. It is due to the formation of the oxide layer on the surface of the aluminium metal. But aluminium, that is red hot aluminium, it reacts with steam. Red hot aluminium, it reacts with steam. It forms aluminium oxide, Al2O3, along with the liberation of the hydrogen gas, balancing the equation here 3 and then here 3 and then here 2. And then the third reaction is aluminium react with alkalis. Aluminium react with alkalis. Aluminium, it react with caustic soda solution, that is sodium hydroxide plus water, H2O. It forms sodium meta-aluminate. It forms sodium meta-aluminate. It forms sodium meta-aluminate along with the liberation of the hydrogen gas, balancing the equation here 2, here 2, here 2 and then here 3. Okay. And then the fourth reaction is aluminium reacts with acids. Aluminium reacts with acids. So first, aluminium reacts with both dilute and concentrated hydrochloric acid. It liberates the hydrogen gas. Aluminium reacts with hydrochloric acid, both dilute and concentrated. Both dilute and concentrated. It liberates hydrogen gas along with the formation of aluminium chloride. Aluminium chloride. Aluminium chloride. So balancing the equation here 6 and then here 3 and then here 2 and then here 2. So aluminium reacts with both dilute and concentrated hydrochloric acid. It liberates the hydrogen gas. But aluminium reacts with sulfuric acid. Aluminium reacts with sulfuric acid. If the sulfuric acid is concentrated acid, it liberates the sulfur dioxide gas. If the sulfuric acid is the dilute acid, it liberates the hydrogen gas. Okay. So aluminium, first of all, it reacts with sulfuric acid, that is dilute sulfuric acid. It forms the aluminium sulfate, Al2SO4 thrice plus hydrogen gas. This compound is aluminium sulfate. So balancing the equation here 2 and then here 3 and then here 3. Okay. The next one is aluminium. It reacts with sulfuric acid. The sulfuric acid is concentrated sulfuric acid. It forms the aluminium sulfate, Al2SO4 thrice plus water, H2O plus liberation of the sulfur dioxide gas, balancing the equation here 2, here 6 and then here 6 and then here 3. Okay. So this compound is called aluminium sulfate. I am repeating, aluminium reacts with dilute sulfuric acid. It liberates the hydrogen gas. Aluminium reacts with concentrated sulfuric acid. It liberates the sulfur dioxide gas. Next, the important thing is aluminium with dilute and concentrated nitric acid. Okay. Aluminium is not attacked by dilute and concentrated nitric acid. It is due to the reactivity of the dilute and concentrated nitric acid. That is, dilute and concentrated nitric acid makes the aluminium is inactive. It is due to the formation of the oxide layer on the surface of the aluminium metal. Okay. And then next one is aluminium. It acts as a reducing agent. Aluminium, it acts as a reducing agent. So, aluminium powder is treated with iron oxide. The mixture is ignited. That is, the mixture is heated. Aluminium reduces the iron oxide into iron and aluminium is converted into aluminium oxide. Al2O3 plus energy. In this reaction, energy gets released. It indicates the reaction is exothermic in nature. Balancing the equation here too and then here too. The overall reaction is called aluminothermic process. The overall reaction is aluminothermic process. Aluminothermic process is used to prove the reducing agent nature of the aluminium. Okay. Now we are moving to the uses. First of all, aluminium is used in household utensils. That is, aluminium is used in household articles. Second one, aluminium is used in electric cable industry. And then third one, aluminium is used in the manufacturing of aeroplane and other machine parts. Thank you students. We will meet in the next session.